Ask 10 different people what they consider a good movie, and you'll probably get 10 different answers. This video is about what I look for. All my suggestions, reviews, critiques, praise, all of my opinions on film start from what I consider good or bad in creative storytelling. So if you're similar to me, you'll probably agree. If not, no worries. I consider you wrong, but you're allowed to be. You like what you like. But I think it's important for everyone to introspect about what it is you actually like and why. So here's mine. The way I think of it right now, there are 3 general things I consider for whether a film is good or not. Consistent writing, entertaining action, and congruent morality. Even if I don't personally connect to a film, I can consider it good if it has these 3 things. Even if it's not one of my favorites or I want to watch it repeatedly, I can consider it a good film. If I do feel a personal connection to a film, that's usually what makes it a favorite of mine. It's what makes me want to watch it repeatedly. But that element is hard to describe and pin down. I have a long list of favorite films, but they're all very different from each other. To me, there's something special about each of them. Personal taste, personal style, mood, and just that unpredictable quality that makes a film click. That elevates it from a good film to a film that I love. So keep in mind, I am extremely biased towards things that I personally like, even if I don't understand or can't articulate why I connect so strongly. It's the wild card factor. Wasn't part of my film studies degree. So, let's talk about the details. 1. Consistent writing. This is broken down into 2 subcategories. Good character writing and good story writing. The characters have to be likable or at least entertaining to watch, and they have to have believable responses to the context of the story. They need to be consistent enough as people to be believable. And different people find different things likable and believable, so even within this one subcategory, there's a lot of variation. For me, they gotta act like human beings, and they better be smart and or emotionally mature, or they will annoy the fuck out of me. And the story's gotta be worth my time. It has to be consistent enough in whatever it's saying or highlighting that I can follow a narrative thread of meaning from beginning to end. I prefer films that are exploring an idea, exploring a question, or even exploring a certain way of doing things. I do not like watching things I could experience in real life. I hate most romantic comedies and dramas. Give me something interesting and exciting that I can't already get out of life. Something that gives me something new and makes me think about it when it's over. But overall, I do think characters are more crucial than story. I'd rather watch my favorite well-written, well-acted characters in a stupid random story than watch boring or annoying characters I don't care about in the most interesting story I've ever heard. Great characters are naturally entertaining and they can overcome a weak story. That leads me to the next criterion: entertaining action. It doesn't have to be a crazy action flick, but I need to want to watch it. You can have technically well-written characters and stories, but the delivery on the finished product can still be boring or confusing. If I can't tell what's going on, or if I think what's going on is stupid, I stop caring about it. This has a lot to do with clarity of writing, but also visual style. You could have a comedy, horror, action, whatever, but the big moments and the linking sequences between them should all have purpose. The entire film should be engaging in some way. And pacing and amplitude go a long way here. I call it a film's heartbeat of action and calm, and then action and calm. How effectively it moves between those extremes, how it uses them. All of that influences the entertainment factor. If I watch a film that is just baseline all the way through, that gets old. That is boring. But keeping everything constantly dialed up to 11 isn't much better. It removes the possibility of high stakes, because if everything is the most important thing ever, nothing stands out. Nothing is more important than anything else. Boring. Give good characters variety in what they experience during a story. That's how you build character depth, because you get to see different sides of them and how they act and react in different situations. That's most entertaining. To me. And finally, my last piece of the puzzle, a morality congruent with my own. We live in a world with groups of people who are vastly different from each other, from a moral compass standpoint. The underlying morality in a story only speaks to others who share in that morality. You need moral common ground in storytelling. That's why so many popular stories are based on universally understood and agreed upon themes. Otherwise, it clashes, emotionally and logically, because the perceived rewards and punishments that happen to the characters don't make sense. What is right or wrong to us impacts how we interpret what is happening in the story. We want good things to happen to good characters and bad things to happen to bad characters. And when you have the opposite happening, it needs to be set up properly as bad luck or an obstacle to be overcome. If it's set up right, it's part of the conflict when bad things happen to the good characters and the bad characters have good luck. And lessons and messaging comes in here too. If I think something is morally wrong and a film tells me it's right, or vice versa, that is an immoral film to me. Or if a film tells me something is strictly always bad or strictly always good and I think it's more nuanced than that, that's enough to disconnect me from the film. A film can change my opinion if it presents a very solid argument, but it still has to be compatible with my overall outlook. If it's too extreme or too aggressive, it'll probably lose me. And even if people don't realize it, when you analyze what you like and why you like it, when you examine this component, you find that a lot of what people like is stuff that reflects their moral compass. Like I said, I like films that explore ideas and questions, but they still have to have a foundation that I agree with. It might be in the details, it might be in the ending, it might be in the characters or what happens to them. But I can only really connect to a film when I agree with what they're saying should or should not happen. Otherwise, they're just wrong. To me. So that's what I need from a film to personally consider it good. Good writing, entertaining action, and similar morality. So what about you? You got something different or you agree with me? Tell me in the comments. Thanks for watching this video. Like it if you liked it. And subscribe to my channel if you like my writing, entertainment, and morality. Or if you'll just tolerate them. Bye guys.